From KC24, your local election headquarters, with your host, Alex Tavlian. This is Sunday Morning Matters.
And good Sunday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Tavlian. We have a lot to tackle, including our Sunday conversation with Councilman Gary Bredefeld. But we begin with Assemblyman Joaquin Arambula facing a criminal charge.
Will you be entering a plea today?
A plea of not guilty.
On Wednesday, Assemblyman Joaquin Arambula decided not to attend when his attorneys entered a not guilty plea on his behalf in court. On Tuesday, the Fresno County District Attorney's Office charged Arambula with one count of willful cruelty to a child. It stems from Arambula's arrest on December 10th when police were called to his 7-year-old daughter's school. Arambula maintains he did nothing more than spank his daughter on her bottom. The DA's office says the evidence contradicts that. Arambula believes he will be vindicated, and his lawyers say this case is being politicized.
When you have top law enforcement officials making comments to the media about matters that are not public knowledge, when you have the number 2 person in the DA's office coming into court to try the case, then you make your own judgment.
Our officers would have been accused of playing politics by giving favoritism to Mr. Arambula. Our officers were simply doing their job. They were called to the school to investigate a crime of child abuse. The evidence was present, and they made an arrest.
Arambula's lawyers requesting a speedy trial, keeping his political career in mind as he will need to file for his re-election this year. Assembly members also announcing this week Arambula has been replaced as chair of the Budget Subcommittee on Health and Human Services. He says he is taking an unpaid leave of absence. Arambula's next court date is April 2nd, and it could go to trial later next month. So let's not waste any time as we bring in our panel this week. Gentlemen, welcome. We start with Jim Verros, a political analyst and the star of his own podcast, Unfiltered with Jim Verros. Also, Humberto Gomez Jr., Region 8 Director for the California Democratic Party, and Alex Tavlian, Executive Editor of the San Joaquin Valley Sun. So, guys, let's begin with this criminal charge listed by the DA, cruelty to a child by inflicting an unjustifiable physical pain or mental suffering. Now, we've waited nearly 3 months for this, guys, to see whether or not Arambula would be charged. On the surface, what do you make of this? Humberto, I want to start with you. This is the Democratic Party almost a little bit on trial here as your assemblyman here that represents the party has this criminal charge. On the surface, what's your take on this?
My take is that definitely Chief Dyer has been tremendously overzealous in terms of definitely having press conferences, tremendously providing details about the case that can potentially even be, kind of, if it goes to jury. He also has been definitely providing details when it comes down to, as far as the DA. So potentially that, I think that's what I feel that basically, because there's been cases of instances where his fellow police officers were also actually accused of of actually rape, of actually having child abuse or slapping their daughter. So where was the press conferences when that happened? I think every time the rebuttals that have occurred after Dr. Joaquin Arambula has given his his statements. So I think this is definitely what it came down to. Absolutely, it's definitely, I think due process needs to happen. But in terms of the chief being overzealous, in terms of the details of the case, absolutely.
We'll get to what Chief Dyer said, and
right.
even what the lawyers also said, as you heard that in the opening. Alex, I want to go to you now. Obviously, from what Humberto is saying, but when you think about it, a child is involved here, and when you think about it, this a misdemeanor charge. It's not a felony, but it's still one count of a misdemeanor child cruelty charge. What do you make of the Assemblyman even stepping down temporarily?
I mean, he recognizes the gravity of what's going on here. I mean, the fact that charges were filed at all is pretty serious, and I think from day one, starting with his arrest, he recognized this is a pretty serious problem. The state legislature has been racked with a lot of big issues dealing with conduct of legislators, especially stepping with the Me Too movement. This is the first time, really, we've had a physical abuse instance involving a legislator in probably this decade. And so he's facing some pretty serious charges. Even though it's a misdemeanor, the political ramifications for him are the most perilous they've probably ever been for any other legislator in the state assembly. And so his notion of stepping down temporarily to focus on his legal case is probably the smartest move he could have made, that he's made so far.
And Jim, obviously, you know Arambula's case well. You know what's been happening in the news. We'll get to we're going to get to the politicizing segment in just a minute here. But when you think about this on the surface, how damaging is this to Joaquin Arambula moving forward?
I really wish the Assemblyman would have had a crisis manager on day one, because a crisis manager would have pulled him aside and said, do not go on KC24 with Evan Onstott and say what you said. Because the reason why Chief Dyer came out so strong the following days is that Assemblyman Arambula came out and said, I only spanked my daughter, I did not do anything else, which put the police chief on a defensive. Because obviously when Assemblyman Arambula came out and said, I don't know why I'm arrested, people call the police and say, hey, why was he arrested? So I really wish the Assemblyman would have had a crisis manager to pull him aside, work on a statement, practice before he went on camera, and then go out and say a bunch of damaging stuff. Because a lot of the stuff that's going on right now, which is being politicized, is because he went on television and spoke.
All right, now is this case being politicized? We do want to get to what Joaquin Arambula issued a statement earlier this week through his lawyer, and it says here, quote, while politics may have influenced the decision to file, my wife and I are confident that our judicial system will find this allegation to be false. Now, the Fresno County District Attorney's Office fired right back saying the case against Arambula is based entirely on evidence, not politics, issuing their statement in part saying, quote, any claim that the decision to file charges is politically motivated is absolutely 100% not correct. We base our filing decisions on the law and evidence collected during the investigation. Lisa Smitkamp even coming out and even talking to the Fresno Bee this week and saying, look, you know, this is not about politics. Leave my father-in-law politics out of this. This is not based on politics. This is based about the law, and I took an oath to uphold the law. Humberto, is it being politicized?
It is. I mean, I lived in Fresno County my whole life, basically, and to say that is not being politicized, I mean, you would definitely have to be blind. I mean, we watched, you know, a trustee, you know, they didn't arrest him. Okay, he definitely, I felt, based on the tape, okay, they didn't arrest him. Chief Dyer didn't do a press conference. Okay, and this was a kid that potentially was of a special needs. Okay, true, there needs to be due process. I believe that due process needs to happen before you comment, before you do rebuttals, before everything, because I really feel that also that, you know what, Child Protective Services said, you know what, guess what, you can return to your family in 2 days. So to me, yes, absolutely, it's being politicized.
Alex, politically motivated or justifiable holding up the law here and making this charge?
I think what has been characterized as being political is the back and forth between the Assemblyman and really the chief, and they're dragging the DA. And I think the element of the DA's office, which has now been the focus, it's really what the Arambula legal team is focusing on. It's really nonsense. I mean, there's nothing to suggest that the DA's office has done anything beyond its usual scope of practice, its usual standards. To file a case, it's a misdemeanor. What is involved with CPS is a totally separate issue. The DA has its own standards to meet to justify filing for a crime. They've found that the law was violated, and they believe there's a reasonable case. There's no reason to not think this wasn't politicized.
Jim, how do you see this?
You know what? I think if Assemblyman Arambula doesn't go on television and says what he says, this is being politicized. He cuts a deal. He may have still been charged with a misdemeanor, but obviously news cycles happen very quickly. Yeah. So if he doesn't come out and say what he says and allows his attorneys to negotiate with the district attorney over the holidays, he may have had to have pled to a misdemeanor, but now it's not on television. You and I are not speaking about this if a deal is cut in January. You and I may have talked about it on television for one news cycle, and that was it. I'm sorry, but it was politicized because he went on television and talked about it.
According to his attorneys, though, the DA has refused to to
yeah,
record their statements.
Yeah,
have refused to meet with them.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's over now. You press the charges, and now you said. I'm sorry, but Assemblyman Arambula just said that I'm sorry, but now he wants a speedy trial. That's the last thing he wants right now.
I want to punctuate it with this because the chairman of the Fresno County Democratic Party, Michael Evans, said this right after that Tuesday charge was released. Listen to this.
We're confident that everything will go smoothly and Mr. Arambula will be back in the Assembly.
That's a pretty big, bold statement there. You know Michael Evans, Humberto.
Yes.
The judicial process hasn't even played its role out yet. Is this a statement too early to be saying?
I mean, that's what we hope for. I mean, in terms of when the hearing's going to take place, I've heard, May, I've heard June. I don't know exactly. But like I said, due process needs to be taken. But at the same time, like I said, there's been comparable cases where I've seen where it's been researched. And guess what? Chief Dyer didn't do press conferences. Chief Dyer didn't do rebuttals the next day, in terms of what the misdemeanor charge is with his police officers. Okay.
Alex, I'll let you punctuate it real quick because I want to know the Republican Party, because, you represent them as one of, their leaders and with your new publication. Is this something where you should see? Do you want Joaquin Arambula just to step down before there's a verdict?
No, I think there should be. I think he should go through the legal process. At the end of the day, what he has continued to ask, he keeps asking for due process. But at the end of the day, his legal team and himself have portrayed themselves as really willing to fight this in the court of public opinion instead of the court of law. Everything is, they've tried to suggest otherwise. Every statement they say, oh, we don't care about the court of public opinion. But every move they've made is about courting public opinion and really turning a lot of people off in the process.
We're just getting warmed up, guys. It's just getting intense in here.